Hi, I am Life Coach Latricia Booker with Kingdom Business, where we heal, where we get delivered and free, where we know who we are, where we elevate our minds and our spirits, re-raise and expand our consciousness to ultimately walk in our true divine purpose. That is the truth of who we really are in God and who God is in us. And so today, I want to talk to you about why this happens and what you need to do. What am I talking about? Why do certain feelings come up? Why do certain things that we become aware of about ourselves come up? Especially when we thought we were those things were dealt with and that we were over them. When we thought that we healed from them and recovered from them. Well, the reason why is many times you may have healed to some extent. Many a times you may have even had that issue as it relates to another person, whether it be a mate, a previous mate, or a present mate, your mother, your father, a cousin, a friend, whatever. Regardless of the relationship that contributed to you having that issue, and then you thinking that you healed it, and you did do some healing. Why does this thing come up again? Well, it comes up again because you have more healing to do there. You have more work to do there. And many a times, the reason why it wasn't showing itself for so long was because no one was there to cause it to come up. So, for example, let's just say you had certain kind of beliefs and issues where it concerns your mom, the way she handled you at one point in time, or whatever. You all went through some things that were devastating and traumatizing for you, and you may have removed yourself from a relationship with her and recovered while still in a relationship. Well, the reason why it seemed as though you were over it, you had healed, and you did some, and it didn't bother you, there was nothing to come up, is because there was not another figure similar to the relationship that you had with your mother to cause it to come up. And so let me explain. Sometimes, and I'll use this as a good example, an even better example. When you're married or in a relationship, an intimate relationship, and you you get certain issues from that relationship because it may have not been a healthy or best relationship. And so let's say you leave that relationship and you heal, you recover, and you seem to be okay from what you experienced in that relationship. Well, let's say you get in another relationship and those things start to come back up. The reason why they're coming up again is because now there's someone there to play that role to cause those things to come up. So while you were alone and healing and recovering, there was nothing there to trigger those feelings again. Now, the good thing is the reason why they come up is because it's showing you the work that you need to finish. It's showing you, okay, this is showing up again. Again, it's not that you didn't heal and recover, it's that it's showing up again because there's something happening there that's triggering that from your past. And it very well may not even be what it was from your past, but it may look that way. It may remind you of that. And so, again, that is a cue to you that you have work to do. What's your work to do? Your work is to, first of all, recognize that it's not the same thing. Secondly, to overcome the very thing that's coming up. And so I'm gonna give you some good advice here or something to pay attention to. Now, let's say you were in a previous relationship where you could not communicate your feelings. You could not express, okay, this is what I'm feeling, or this is how I feel about this, and, openly express it without backlash. Like in a case where you're in a relationship with someone that doesn't like to talk about those kind of feelings, even if they're your own, where they don't listen to them, they don't hear you out, they even um, diminish them, like your feelings are not valid. That is because they're not comfortable dealing with your feelings. They're not comfortable hearing you. And many a times it's because they're not comfortable with their own feelings. Those uncomfortable feelings, or those feelings that we prefer not to have, they're not comfortable dealing with their own. Usually they're masking them, they're suppressing them, which means they're not healing. They're not doing the work to overcome. They're doing everything to mask them again, to suppress them. They would even be in relationships to mask, to hide behind. And even if they're in a new relationship from a previous relationship that they had where that was an issue, all they're going to do is repeat the same cycle and mask what they were not willing to deal with before. And I'm saying all that to say that's not a healthy relationship. So you want to be able to be in a relationship where you can communicate these things. And so when you find yourself in a relationship where you can actually communicate these things and your partner hears you, when you can communicate how you're feeling, when you're letting them know, okay, I've been affected in this way, and this is why this is happening, or whatever, and they hear you, and not only hear you, but help you with that by either saying, okay, well, I'll do this, or okay, I'll make sure that that doesn't happen, or just hear you out and accommodate you where you're sharing, this is what I have going on right now, and this is something that I have to work through. When they help you with that, you're in a safe place. If you're not getting that, you're not in a safe place. That's not a healthy relationship. And so I'm saying that to say, when you're in a healthy relationship, the reason why those things are coming up is because this is your opportunity to heal deeper. Because now you can communicate your issues, what has happened, what has transpired. Even if you don't go into the details of it, you can say, this is where I'm at. This is the issue that I'm having. And they hear you, they understand you, and they accommodate you. Because that's helping you to heal and to recover. So that's why it comes up. So you can overcome it. So you can heal it. So you can work through it. And now you have someone there that helps you with that, opposed to dismissing you. So, in essence, this new person, this new relationship that allows you to be free in that area and express your concerns and be vulnerable, because vulnerability can be scary. Oh, yeah. But when you can do that, you are in a relationship that's helping you to heal so that you can overcome, so that you can be your better self, your higher self, the best version of who you are. You are now starting to walk into more. I don't want to say walk into, but you are more. You are going higher and higher into all that God has created you to be. And this person in this healthy relationship is literally helping you come forth in who you are in God. Now, isn't God good? Like, really. So, when these things are coming up, it's because you need to work through them. You need to heal them. Even if you're not in a relationship, or you may be having a friendship where these things are happening, or whatever, a mother and daughter, like I started off saying, and maybe you know someone that plays a motherly role in your life, and you maybe you couldn't work those issues out with your mom. In fact, she contributed to them, and you weren't able to work through them with her, because sometimes you can. But even then, if you were able to get past that with your mom and heal, and certain things come up that say, "Oh, mommy issue, this is another thing, what's going on, I thought I was done with this." That's because this new person that, I'm going to say, triggers that, cause it to come up, is actually there to help you further heal, to go deeper, to take you higher, because they there to take you higher than what the healing that you were able to do with your mother or without. Then that could be done. It only went so far. So now this new person is here, and things are coming up, so you can heal deeper. I want to call it deep healing. You're healing deeper. And when you go deep, I like to say, going deeper, going higher. Because when you go deeper, you elevating. You're going higher. You're literally ascending. Literally. It's just like when Jesus reigns, so do we. We were crucified with Christ. We went through some things. But nevertheless, we live. Because he lived. He was crucified and died in the flesh. But he reigns. He rose. We've been crucified. We've gone through some things. And in our journey, we die to ourself, to our flesh, to our own will, to our ego, so that Christ can reign, so that Christ can live in us, so that God can live in us, so that when you see us, you see God more and more. So those things you're going through, those feelings when they come up, heal. And if you're in a safe place, 9 times out of 10, they're coming up. In this case that I'm speaking of, because you're in a safe place to heal. You can heal. Now, if you're in a situation and it ain't safe and it's coming up and this is some same mess that you walk through, you need to remove yourself again and do some healing on your own. People tend to go from relationship to relationship, never taking the time to heal and just be with themselves and know who they are. Get in touch with the truth of who they are. And when people do that, they're trying to suppress, not always, but many a times, people end up in a different relationship, being the same person, doing the same thing, because they have a lot of stuff going on that they're unwilling to deal with, address, and confront. Many a times they're hiding behind people. So that's why they're in a relationship. Many a times they're trying to get over whoever it was they were previously in a relationship. So they get behind this person thinking that it's going to help them overcome it. But it doesn't. It doesn't. Because you know what happens? All that crazy start. The new person didn't necessarily know. But now they're going to find out. And they might have to just go through their own process. That's just part of it. Now it's their turn. It's up to them what they do with it, though. But when you are and I want to say this, a relationship that God for sure put together, you are in safe hands. Now, I'm going to say this too. Sometimes God do allow you to walk and be in relationships that probably wasn't his best for you. Many a times there's something there to be done. I'm going to say this. Many a times there is a potential mate. But sometimes, or they were your mate, but I'm saying that the potential was there. But sometimes people can just go left. And so God will give you something else. And sometimes they go left too. But when you know, sometimes you get to a place where you know, because God tells you. God has a way of telling you and confirming things. And so I'm saying all that to say, you may want to just make sure that if you're getting in any kind of relationship, whether it be intimate or not, that is God led, that is God's will for you. Because many a times we do things on our own, but that's just part of life. We learn, and after we've gone through so much and enough, sometimes we just surrender and let God have his way, which is the best way, by the way. And so you all, to sum all that up, when those things come up, make sure you're in a safe place. And many a times, you are already in a safe place. Those things are coming up so that you can heal. They're coming up so that you can heal. And let it do the work that it needs to do. By the way, once again, it's happening because you are elevating. God is literally elevating you. You're going higher and higher. And I promise you, your entire world, your entire life is changing. And that's why it's coming up. So that those things can be done away with. So you can walk into all that God has for you. And so that you can be all that God has created you to be. And so you all, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel by clicking on that red subscribe button right there. Please click the bell as well so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video, usually twice a week at least. Also, you can connect with me on Facebook and Instagram at Latricia Booker. You can also connect with me on Twitter at Kingdom Business 9. That is Kingdom Business with one S and the number 9. And you guys, that is my time. So you know what that means. I'm out. Peace.